How much do you trust your government? How much does your government trust you? 0, Color says.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Dark 8A from OCDA, and today I have
Color.
And Allie.
joining me. And today we'll be talking about government, if you can't tell already. People, read the titles and listen to the questions.
Clickbait.
Like the video and subscribe. So let's talk about the government real quick and how much you trust them. Color?
I trusted 0%.
And why is that?
Because I know for a fact that they, at this very moment, they probably listen to us and thinking we should kill them. Why? Because they're probably we're throwing shade at them. I know for my language and my vocabulary is very low, but I'm talking like a teenager.
We must throw the shade.
Throw the shade, bro.
I mean, we are teenagers. It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay. Continue, Color.
Anyway, so they're watching us. They're invading our privacy for the sake of security, right? Whatever.
And what is that invasion of privacy for security thing that happened?
At 9/11.
Why?
Well, by the way, 9/11 was an inside job, proven. Anyways,
Conspiracy theories.
Bush did it. Anyways,
Conspiracy.
so after that, we know all this history. If you don't know the USA Patriot Act of 2001, right? Or 3?
Why 3?
2001, because 9/11 happened
In
2001.
It takes a while to pass an act.
I mean,
But it was 2001.
Anyway, so when that happened, a lot of agencies started popping up like TSA, NSA. Wait, that's something, right?
Continue
Yes.
your statement. Just
NSA,
continue.
HMS. Anyways, all this agencies just to protect us from terrorism. However, they have invaded our privacy by using technology such as
Cell phones, computers.
exactly
And
And
the
TVs.
media, and the media itself.
just for the sake of like finding a threat that might not even be there for starting.
For example, all the phone calls you have, government probably eavesdropped on them a few times. They'll never say your name. They'll just call you like Subject 1 or Subject 1752 for all we know.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things where, like, really? Does the government have to do this to that extent? Is it really our safety they're doing this for? Or are they just doing it so they can reign supreme over us?
Then what's the First Amendment for?
It's for nothing at this point.
At this point, it's just how every single time we go into war, they say, "Oh, well, the Constitution doesn't really count in times of war, right?" It's like we're in the silent war, a Cold War, if you can say that, right? For the longest time, where terrorism is the prime reason we do all this invading of privacy.
Yet, how far has it gotten us? Ali, as a military child, how does that go for you? How like your parents, when it comes down to that?
Parents-wise, well...
They're serving the Constitution, after all.
Yes. Well, one of the reasons why they got out, because they've seen like
The truth.
Well, the military does the same things over and over again, and it's at the point where they don't have their stuff together, and they're just done with it. I mean, that's why my father left, because, he was just done with it. And then I know before he got out, he wasn't supposed to deploy. He deployed, he came back, and you have like the higher head of his higher head. They came to him and was like, "Why did you deploy?" And he said, "Well, because my, I don't know what they're called, so I'm going to say one higher head. The one higher head said that he had to. I mean, you can't say no to the higher head, right? But then you have the higher head was like, well, you weren't supposed to go. You're on disability and everything." And he's like, "Well, you can't say nothing, Mm-hmm. So he's over here like, he's at the point where he's just done with And that's why he left.
His liberties were taken out. The moment you join the military, your rights are nullified at that point. You
Exactly.
become the Constitution, but you don't get the benefits of the
Yeah,
Constitution itself.
They tell you that you can enforce the Constitution.
But you don't get any of those rights. It's very hypocritical if you think about it, because you're over there risking your life.
Yes.
For the sake of protecting the Constitution and what it stands for it.
But what's
that
right and wrong?
There's no such thing as right or wrong.
Yeah, but okay, so like say for, you know how my father, the one higher head was like, oh, go, you need to deploy. But the other higher head said, why did you deploy?
Well, it all comes down to you have to do what the government tells you to do. Are you free at that point?
No.
Are you free at that point, Color?
Nope, you're not.
And essentially, freedom to its citizens as well, because the Constitution can't really protect you from everything. There's been a lot that the Constitution has screwed people over in.
A lot of loopholes.
But yet the Constitution is supposed to protect its peoples from government overruling. So,
However, the government doesn't want that at this point now, does it? The government wants control of its people so they can use their power essentially to grow even bigger. Imperialism, for example. We invade all these other countries for the sake of resources and for strategical purposes. No, you just want that damn place so you can control it to have more power and express it off to the world. Is that really what this society has come to? The power-hungry people?
and we can't say no to the government, because if you say no, then you're either in prison, you're gonna die, or you're in prison and you're gonna die.
And the worst part about this video itself might be taken down because of the YouTube algorithm and how you can't really say anything about a government. However, isn't that censorship?
That is censorship.
And doesn't that protect our First Amendment of freedom of speech?
It violates.
It violates.
And yeah.
So, what exactly are we gaining out of this Constitution? It's a piece of paper, damn it. It's a piece of paper that's supposed to protect us, yet it does nothing.
However, throughout history, there has been multiple constitutions throughout the world. And even in the United States, we have the Magna Carta, you have different constitutions within different states. That's how they made the Constitution now. So what if, are we going to make another constitution and
No.
say...
The thing is, the Constitution was ratified, right?
Yes.
You can always add on to it.
If
you
you
can
have
always
3/4 votes.
Exactly. You can always change it. And since you want that power in the government, the moment you achieve it, what will happen? Will it turn into a dictatorship?
You never know. I mean,
Will we finally fall to communism? Or will we just go into anarchy?
a lot of questions. Wow.
I think that's all for today, guys. What
And
do you think?
you still trust your constitution? Do you still trust your
Your
government?
We'll be seeing you next time. Latest.
Do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe bottom below. And please, for our next video, please tell us what you want to hear.
Latest!
This is Allie.
Bye.